Hi, and welcome back to Canadian Board Game Replays. As always, I hope you enjoy the game that I have for you today. As with my previous videos, I still want to know what your thoughts are. I'm going to identify an important stage of the game, and then I'm going to ask you what you do at that point. Then, I want you to post that in the comments of this video so we can share and discuss your thoughts. The whole point of this game channel is to engage folks in the board game community and maybe bring in a couple of new folks into the fold. And I'm hoping these comments can help do just that. So this is game 6 in our journey from bronze to elite. This game is against Durf. So it is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the top. This one is a loss for me. Lose by 1 point. So it's a close game, but a 1 point loss. So we'll see what went wrong for me in this game. So let's get to the game. Okay, let's start this game. So my opponent starts. They draw 2. They get a rainbow. Good start for them, not so much for me. I'm drawing here. I don't put anything down, which if you've watched my previous videos, makes sense. Trying to keep things in my hand as long as possible to reduce the swap opportunities for my opponent. I draw a couple here. Put down the 3 swans. Okay, so here we go. They're drawing. Ooh, had a shot for a rainbow there, but missed it. A little bit of swapping here. I'm trying to set myself up for a rainbow. That's why I was doing that. Another rainbow for them. Good for them, bad for me. So no rainbow for me here. Yeah, put down the swans just to get something down here. Did give him a swap opportunity there with the swans, which he takes advantage of. Might have been a misplay on my part there. Drawn some more cards, no rainbows. Setting myself up for a rainbow next turn, maybe. They keep going at it. Nothing special there, just putting down stuff. Ah, missed the rainbow there with what I drew, but sometimes it's all you can do. Trying to get down there, but just stuck with those 2 squirrels and the bunny there. Okay, they got a 5 and a 6 grouping. That's pretty good. Okay, I think I should be able to get out here. So I'm out before them, which is always nice to see. Okay, they draw. Squirrel, swap, butterfly. Okay, 3 cards here. They go down nice and easy. So let's just take a quick look at the scores here. Sometimes I forget to do that. So we're pretty close here. I'm up by 1, so 20 to 19. And we both have no cards in our hand, so kind of a fresh start. So easy game anyway. Or sorry, easy game. Yeah, close game. Close game. We both are trying to stay cleared, stay out. I think he's going to get stuck with that swan, which they are stuck with that swan. Yep. Okay, this is the point of the game where I want to see what you would do. So this is the first time I think in my journey where I've stopped it at a point where we're drawing cards. This is what I want to know. So I've drawn 2 cards already. You can see there I got the red fox and the swan. I have the option to either draw the swan face up or a face down card from the draw pile. What would you do here? Would you draw the swan, or would you draw from the face down pile? Let me know in the comments what you do, and then compare to what I did, and we can see which one of us makes more sense. Spoiler alert, it's not always what I do. So let me know what you did and what you think I should do, and then we'll talk about it. All right, I'm going to keep a pause here for 1 more second, and then we're going to go. So I chose draw the swan card, and let's see how it plays out. Unfortunately, I think it was the wrong move, because by drawing a swan card, I either had to put my swan card's up to 8, and then I couldn't swap for the reds, or I had to swap for the reds at 7, put down my red, and be stuck with a swan. And unfortunately, because I lost by 1 point, that might have cost me the game. Now, we don't know what I would have gotten if I drew the face down pile, but given the cards in play, the odds are I could have gone out with it, which would have got me another card, which would have got me another point, which might have won me the game. So unfortunate when those little things come back to bite you, but just goes to show, more isn't always better. I went for the swan because I had a swan here, a set of 6 that I could play off on, but I didn't consider the need to swap for the reds. So bit of a mental mistake on my part, which I think did end up costing me the game. So curious to see what you said, if you said swan or face down pile. So if you didn't respond, maybe you can do it next one. Let's keep on going. So we're both stuck with the swan in our hand here. So they got to draw 2. They can go out, obviously. Okay. I get to draw 2 here as well. Bit of swapping going on. So I'm out as well. So let's take a look at the scores. So I'm up by 1, 26 to 25. So no real change in score differential. When we looked last time, I think I was up 20 to 19. So real nip and tuck, close battle here. Let's keep on going. See if I make any more mistakes that cost me the game. All right. So they stay cleared and out. Okay, so I make the call to go out. All right, so let's take a look at the score here now that I'm out. So it's 32 to 28. I obviously got a big lift from getting the +2 double 7 and the extra 7. So I'm up by 4 points. And as you noted in my last game, in game number 5 of this journey, the tie break goes to whoever has the +2. So I own the tie break. So if they get 4, I win. So the only way they can win is if they get 5 or more, which is pretty unlikely normally. But if we look at how things are set up, there's a couple cards that are set to 5 and 6. So there's 2 6s, the swans, sorry, not the swans, the pink butterflies and the blue birds. So if they can get those somehow, then they could win. Unlikely, but it can happen. So let's play it out. So they've got the clover, that always helps. And now they've got the pink butterflies and the squirrel. So that's troublesome because the clover can be played on the blue birds for 7, and then the pink butterflies can be played with pink butterfly for 7 as well. So let's see how this works. But they don't have any 6s on their side other than the blue birds. So they're going to have to manufacture something. Let's see what they do. All right, so that's smart. The squirrel gets some 6, then they can swap. Now they're going to put down 2 cards, get 2 7s, and that's how they beat me by 1 point, 33 to 32. Close loss. Bit painful, especially given I know that I made at least one mistake that cost me a point. And that's the end of the game.